Hey y'all, welcome back to the End Show podcast. I'm Diamond Rayon, and on today's episode, we actually aren't going to talk about movies at all.
What?
This is the one time I'm going to spend an episode talking about myself. If you want to be in my business, sit back and relax as we talk all things, my life updates, and chill. Before I get into the nitty-gritty of the episode, I want to say thank you to people who have stuck around. It has been like 8 or 9 months. I don't even remember the last time I filmed something.
It's been 84 years.
But it was not intentional for me to disappear that long. Secondly, this is the first episode of my 5-episode bender where I'm just filming back to back to back to back to back to back. And that's simply because I haven't filmed in so long. I feel like I owe it not just to myself, but to y'all, especially those who have subscribed and my new subscribers. Thank you to the people who have subscribed and followed the page in between my videos. I rock with y'all, for real. But, y'all, I moved, man. I moved to California, Los Angeles to be exact. And if you know me personally, then you probably know that this has been something I've been wanting to do for a couple of years, especially with how deep I am in filmmaking and just my film interests. LA was bound to happen at some point. It honestly should have happened sooner, but God's timing is always right. I can't question anything. I can't go against anything. It's just very important for everybody to understand the importance of following your dreams. Don't follow what the next person says. I don't care if it's your mom, significant other, a sibling, a cousin, an auntie, an uncle, a grandma, a grandpa.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits, you name it!
I don't care what they say. Leave your hometown.
Shut.
Leave where you grew up.
Shut.
Leave anywhere that you feel like I need a change.
That was close enough. Shut.
Get up and go. Every good decision I have made was something that I decided as like a get up and go. I moved to Houston. Even though I hated Houston, I probably would have spent so many years wondering, oh, what if? So I'm glad that I did. Now that I'm in LA though, I think this is truly the example of pursuing your dreams. I moved to LA so that I can go to film school and get another master's degree. And this degree is in filmmaking. So it's essentially making me as well-rounded of a filmmaker as possible, which I'm very grateful for. I didn't go to a film school. I went to a school that just so happened to have film. This really showed me that there's so much more to filmmaking that I didn't even know, but I'm so grateful for this opportunity to learn it and hopefully educate y'all on it too. If you do have any interest in film, if you do have any questions, I'm hoping that now that I've taken some time off, now that I truly know myself as a filmmaker, that I can help people pinpoint what they want out of filmmaking, or if they want to be filmmakers, maybe I can answer some questions. So I do have an episode mapped out about film school and explaining my experience and the difference really between a traditional college and the school that I go to, which I view as like a conservatory. It's not your traditional college experience, which could be good or bad depending on what you're wanting out of a college experience. I'm grateful that I had both, and I'm glad that I'm experiencing this as a master's student because it forces me to focus, it forces me to be all hands on deck, and it forces me to really tap into my deepest depths of creativity and education that I probably wouldn't have done if I did not go to the school before. I made the decision to move after I struggled with my depression from 2024 to 2025. I was going through a really bad breakup, and you just don't understand how much a breakup can really affect your day-to-day life until you really go through it. And I remember telling my parents verbatim, I will not be happy until I move to California. I knew that coming here would be huge for me in terms of my film education. Even if I wasn't coming here for school, I know that coming here would have changed me regardless, whether I'm in school, whether I'm just going to work, whether I'm just networking. The opportunities out here are endless, especially if you want to be in the industry in some type of way. In LA, there is a big music population, but I am just so detached from that side. When I hear people talk music, it sounds very interesting. It's just not me. I love music videos. I love The Weeknd. I love Drake. You know, I have my favorites, but at the end of the day, my passion lies in film, and moving to LA really just enhanced that passion. It's really in your face everywhere you go. There's networking events almost every single day. Everybody you bump into has some type of tie to film and TV. And that could be through school, that can be through employment, that can be through their family. One of the reasons I needed to move from Texas and I needed to move from the South is because I craved community. I wasn't getting that community in Texas. I wasn't getting that community in Louisiana. I could try to talk to people as much as possible, but it's just, that's not that market. It's a lot of schools that have film, but not necessarily film schools out there. which again aren't negative things, but you don't know what you don't have until you have it. I think that's really what I'm experiencing right now. I am beyond grateful for these opportunities, and I literally thank God every second of the day, because this cannot be my life. Like, I've dreamed of this. I wake up every day and I go to film school. We're talking about scripts. Right now we're writing our intermediate films, which for some of my classmates is their thesis. And it's just how hard we go from paperwork to planning to casting to making sure we have everything mapped out, dissecting your script, making sure that you understand the importance of script formatting. A lot of people that I meet who don't go to my school, I really try to help as much as I can, because film school is not cheap. To me, it's just very important for me to use the knowledge that I am gaining in school and share it with everybody. This channel, I've always wanted to be like an educationally based channel, but not necessarily like a no film school podcast or like a replacement for Studio Binder where it just kind of teaches you things. It's more so the things that you don't know, the things that you probably wouldn't get from social media or YouTube University. Every single week of my first semester, I was filming or writing or editing. I was doing one of the three, if not all three. And it's very fun, but it's very, very, very stressful. I went to an engineering camp my junior year of high school, and although I had an amazing time, that camp really showed me engineering is not for me. This will really show you if filmmaking is for you or if it's not for you. Of course, there's multiple focuses within film, like screenwriting, cinematography, animation, acting. You know, you really have to find your interest. If it's really a passion for you, you really have to be ready to dedicate your time and life to this passion. I have been wanting to film on my podcast though. I'm okay. Let me take y'all through what's been going on. I have sat up here and I have filmed. I've made a couple of videos, but I've always had technical issues. Sometimes I would film in slow motion, couldn't sync it to the sound. Sometimes I would think I'm recording sound and I'm not, or recording 100% in like a deep voice or a high pitched voice. I think I've tried to sit down and record maybe 4 or 5 times, and I just haven't been able to. During the Oscars, I really wanted to film and I really wanted to come out with a few videos, but between timing, planning, just my own confidence, I didn't do it. And I really emphasize the importance of my own confidence because I've had the time to do it. I can't lie. My time management is just very trash, and I always kind of think of excuses, and I have to give myself these pep talks before I film these because 1, I'm filming them. I'm not just doing voice recordings, and 2, I'm trying to get more comfortable with my voice. I kind of code switch sometimes, and I don't really want to code switch on these. If you listen to my episodes from beginning to end, you'll kind of hear the shift as I get more and more comfortable of each episode. But I really want to break out of that. That's just not me. I'm very particular about the episodes that I'm putting out. I want everything to be rooted in education. I have sources, I do research, I try to keep the topics interesting. Still related to film, but just different areas of filmmaking. My next couple of episodes are pretty all over the place, but not in a bad way, really in a good way. I think it's very important for me to extend my knowledge to everybody who watches. Honestly, the conversations I have with my classmates are super interesting too, so getting their opinions and then bringing that to y'all is something I really want to do as well. I did start to do a newsletter. When I say started, I mean I did one newsletter. My mom subscribed to me. Thanks, Mom. For my newsletter, I want that to align with my episodes every week, but I couldn't put the newsletters out because I wasn't filming, and I wasn't filming because I told myself I didn't have time. Okay, I made up a reason to not do it, so I had an excuse to not sit down and film. I knew I wanted to do a getting to know me, get ready with me type of episode, life update type of episode, but I hate talking about myself, so that's also becomes a little bit hard. Honestly, y'all deserve to know where I've been. I keep networking. I attend different networking events. I literally go to the movies 3-4 times a week just because I can. Going to the movies as a film student is equal to studying, you know, like this is my textbook. Different movies is my textbooks, the genres, the writing styles, the directing styles. There's so many things that when I go to the movies, I try to learn from that. When people are like, oh, you like the movies, let's go on a date to the movies, I get really annoyed because it's like, bro, I don't watch movies to watch them. I watch them to learn and to gain things from it, good, bad, and ugly. I'm not going to the movies for entertainment. Sometimes I am. Like, Some movies I just go because I have a list and I just need to go see it. You can always learn something from somebody, whether it's a writer, a director, an actor, different lighting styles, different production design, sound design, editing, so on and so forth. There's so many departments in filmmaking that I don't think people really think about. If you sit and watch the full credits and you go name by name, you would be surprised at the positions that you see. In a good way though, in a good way. Surprised in a good way, not in a bad way. I have this cinema light that is super, super, super cute, but when I turn it on, it like washes me out. So until I figure out how to counterbalance these lights, this is gonna have to be off. I've learned a lot in these 2 semesters, my semester, and I'll be starting my 3rd semester, which is my filming semester. I wrote a really cute script. I think it's interesting, personally. I love true crime, and this is a true crime-esque type of movie that uses flashbacks to tell the story, and it really highlights on guilt and carrying that weight throughout your life, and how not being vocal could really affect the next person. It's very different. I don't think my classmates have seen anything like it, but it's cute. I'm excited to film it. I'm excited to put it together. I'm a little nervous, but I think that I've grown a lot as a filmmaker just in these last 2 semesters. I hate writing though. Writing and directing, I don't really like doing. Same with cinematography, don't really like it. And I think it's just because you have to have a certain vision that I don't feel like I possess. I am a production designer. I have to stop acting like I'm not. I'm a production designer who wants to be a producer. In order for me to be a producer, I have to do a lot of assistant directing work, which I love. I love organizing. I love structure, getting things put together, paperwork, all that. Give it to me. I do not mind doing that. But essentially my goal in filmmaking is to be like the film fairy godmother. If I meet somebody who has a script, I want to be the one that helps get that script formatted properly so that we can send it to studios, get pitch decks together, essentially sell your story, and then be by your side the entire duration of the story and helping you get it distributed. Because at the end of the day, that is the goal. You want people to see it, get it sent to festivals, the whole 9. If I could do that for the next person, I think that is the most fulfilling feeling for me personally. It's not really about my name being attached to anything. It's more so the positive feelings that I get from seeing other people happy because their artwork and their thoughts and their story is being told and everybody is seeing it. That's all I want. That's all I want in life. By the time I'm like 40, which is crazy because I turn 30 next year, but I want to have a community center that is geared towards like an after school program where kids can come in and learn various aspects of film, TV, and performance and visual arts. I feel like it's a lost art, especially in minority communities, and a lot of times just because people don't have the resources for it, they don't do it. So I want to do that. I just really want to give back. I think my form of giving back is through education, and it took me a little minute to really piece that together because I was a math teacher for 5 years. From 2020 to 2025, I was a middle school math teacher. I think I just needed to acquire the skills of an educator and the confidence that comes with that too, because essentially the power of the future is in your hands. There's certain stepping stones that I had to take to get to where I want to go, and even where I'm at right now in life, I had to take a lot of steps to get here, and I have nobody to thank for that except God and making sure that I stay afloat. Last year was hard. The year before was very hard, draining. I did not feel like I would make it to 2026, and I'm so grateful that I did. I have had the best time of my life every day since I've moved here. The California sky literally has dopamine in it, y'all. Like, I can't make this up. You walk outside and your day is 10 times better. Even though a lot of people in LA are transplants, I think that's what makes it so much better, because everybody came here for something. Everybody's hungry, so we're helping each other, we're supporting each other, we're showing up for one another, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. Just want to finish this video by telling you to follow your dreams and don't let anybody tell you that you can't. No matter who that somebody might be, leave them in the dust. They need to either get with it or get lost. Support you, be there for you. You need to keep a circle of people around you that actually support you, not people that hate you, not people that want to see you fail, not people that don't show up for you. You want people that show up for you every single time, even if it's reposting your work, even if it's just liking, commenting, sending it to the next. I don't care what they're doing. Showing up for somebody is free. Showing up for somebody is easy. And showing up for somebody feels so good within. Just showing support for somebody who wants to succeed. When somebody wants to succeed, having a village of strangers show up for you feels so good. And that's what I'm experiencing during my time in LA. Strangers show up for me, strangers support me, strangers want to see me win. They're asking me what's my interest, sharing podcast episodes that are old, interacting with old videos, wanting to pick my brain on different conversations about movies and shows and my takes on what's going on in the industry. And it just feels so good to have those type of conversations with people. Whatever field you're in, whatever interest you have, go to a city that focuses on that. Go to a city where most of the people who are there have that same interest, because once you have a community, you are literally unstoppable. That's all I have for episode 1. Make sure you check out episode 2 of the Triller Bender, where I talk about my 2026 favorite movies. Bye.